These are the 3 worst mistakes that I made in the first year of my lifting journey. Before we start this thing off, if this video helps you in any sort of way, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you want more content like this. Alright, let's get straight to it. Number 1, not having a diet. I'm not talking about having a super strict meal plan that dictates every single meal, snack, and drink that goes into my body from Sunday through Saturday. I'm talking about not even having just a simple guideline for what to eat on a day-to-day basis. See, back when I started lifting, it truly did not register to me that I needed to eat an adequate amount of food for me to actually put on some muscle. No joke, I was genuinely clueless about everything when it came to lifting. I deadass thought that being on a bulk genuinely meant that I'm just lifting more weights, so that means that my muscles are growing. There's so many other terms that I was just completely wrong about. But that's besides the point. It doesn't matter, let's get back to the dieting. Since I wasn't as smart with gym stuff, but I still had the ego of a chihuahua with massive balls, I wouldn't listen to anyone that told me, you need to eat more. In my head, 2 meals totaling 1,500 calories per day was enough. As you may or may not know, that just isn't the case. Anyway, fast forward 5 years later, and now I have the general rule of 80% whole foods and 20% processed garbage. But that rule only works for the content that goes into my body, not the amount. And that's because there's just too many things to track in a diet. Calories as a main, proteins, fats, and carbs as macros, zinc, magnesium, iron, vitamins, calcium, blah, 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 blah for micros. I straight up just didn't have time for any of that. So I decided to track the 2 things that I knew were most important: calories and protein. So I went into a calorie calc for my calorie goal. Calc is slang for calculator, by the way. Got my maintenance calories per day and then just added 250 calories to that and used a calc for my protein goal. Anyway, now that I've dumbed down the whole process of tracking food that goes into my body, I finally have a simple and effective way to eat properly while not following a strict regime that makes me want to end it all. So if you struggle with following a strict diet or don't even have a general plan for your diet at all, just follow the easy steps that I went through and trust me, you will be seeing gains way faster than you ever were before. Number 2, skipping way too many leg days. As some of you know, I worked out at home for the first 2 years of my lifting journey. Most of my workouts were using dumbbells and body weight, so I didn't really have much options for hitting legs anyway. So with the combination of not wanting to hit legs and also just not having much options to hit legs, best believe I was skipping that shit. But not only was I missing out on juicy leg pumps, I was also missing out on a little boost of test and growth hormones. Let me explain. Knowing that the glutes, hammies, and quads are the biggest muscles on your body, heavily hitting them, especially with compound lifts like lunges and squats, are going to tax your body really hard. Your body reacts to the stress being put on its biggest muscles by releasing test and growth hormone to repair the tissue. Now, while the boost is only for 15 to 60 minutes after hitting legs, if you're consistently hitting legs hard and recovering well, your baseline hormonal environment will improve. So basically, you're helping every other part of your body grow just by hitting legs. Leg day is literally an investment into your whole body instead of just your lower body. If I knew all that when I just started lifting, I would have 100% thought twice about skipping leg day. Most of my motivation to hit legs now just comes from wanting to look good in shorts. So I guess you could use that too. Anyway, learn from my mistakes and don't skip legs. You may hate hitting legs, but you will never, ever regret hitting legs. Number 3, not getting a gym membership sooner. I seriously held myself back by not joining a gym sooner. Technically, I didn't get a gym membership though. I really just started going to the gym that y'all see in my very entertaining, fun to watch vlogs that you should totally go check out if you're new here. But the point still stands and I'll get into it in a second. But first, speaking in realistic terms, I did get a gym membership in my first year of lifting. So technically I lied in the title. I got it with my friend Connor like 3 months into lifting. But since I started lifting during quarantine, that didn't last very long. Right after quarantine ended, which was in September of 2020, me and my boy Connor got a gym membership and we said to each other, hey, you know what? We're gonna start going to the gym every single day after school, Monday through Friday, so 5 days a week. And then we made quite the mistake. At the young age of 16, we were both a little bit scared of going to a big gym. So we chose a smaller, more private one. The thing is, this gym was $60 a month. So with all the money that we saved from our summer jobs and birthdays, we decided it was a good idea. And then, boom, Second lockdown hit 3 months later. After that, I didn't get a gym membership for a really long time, and that was because of 2 reasons. The first reason is Connor wasn't lifting with me anymore, so I got used to lifting at home. And the second reason is I never really broke the ice of going to a big gym, especially alone. So I stayed home. And look, I respect the home workout hustle, I really do. But there's only so far that you can go with dumbbells, resistance bands, and bodyweight squats in your bedroom. At some point, you start to plateau. Not because you're lazy, but because you don't have the tools to level yourself up. No cable machines, no barbells, no heavy dumbbells, no gym mirrors to flex in for 20 minutes mid-set and gas yourself up. Nothing. You're basically trying to go Super Saiyan with a 20-pound dumbbell and a yoga mat in your bedroom. And for me, I kept putting off getting a gym membership for really dumb reasons. I was saying stuff like, it's too expensive, I have everything I need at home, the gym is too far and inconvenient. And the truth is, I wasn't being smart. I was just being a bitch. I was scared of looking like a noob and being judged. I was scared of asking people for help on how to use a machine. I was just scared of the whole thing of change. But here's what actually happened when I went to Nazar's gym. First of all, my progress exploded. I had access to better machines that targeted muscles properly. I had heavier weights. I had actual bench presses. I was in heaven. Trust me, if you're working out at home, it's so worth it to go either buy machines or go to a public gym. Number 2, my motivation flew through the roof. Being in a room full of people with all the same type of goals as you and also just working hard towards their goals makes you want to grind it out harder and work harder towards your goals. It's also really hard to half-ass a workout in a room full of people that you think are watching and judging you. And finally, I started taking my fitness way more seriously. The environment mattered. When I was working out at home, there were so many distractions. Family members, my phone, my bed, Pebble on my bed. So what I'm trying to get at here is this. If you actually are thinking of getting a gym membership and you have the funds to do it, stop overthinking it and start now. There is literally no better time than now. You will regret not starting sooner once you finally start. If you think you're eventually gonna go to the gym, you might as well do it now because you're inevitably gonna be going through the phases of feeling like everyone's watching you, learning about new machines, looking dumb on those machines, and then asking for help on those machines and feeling stupid during the whole process. Personally, I wish I started the process way sooner. And if you're actually serious about the gym and getting real results, then that jump from the home gym to the actual gym might just be the best investment that you will ever make in yourself. That is going to wrap up today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to drop a like, comment down below letting me know your first mistakes in your first year of your gym journey, or even if you are in your first year of your gym journey and you're making any of the mistakes that I made, you should totally let me know in the comments and also fix those. But yeah, if you got helped by this video, please make sure to drop a like and hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Maybe hit that bell notification icon if you really do mess with me. This video definitely took me down memory lane. Like, I enjoyed this. It just reminded me of all the old times in my gym journey when I was like so clueless about everything. And honestly, that was like probably the most fun that I've had in my gym journey, when I was actually learning about everything. But anyway, I think that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching again. Excel by force, thrive in fitness. I love you guys.